Might as well give it a shot, see how it is, but yeah, it's pretty dumb so far. That's obviously, but yeah, I'm gonna see how far I can go with it. If I feel like it's a little too much, I'll just quit it out, so.
Understandable. Hands of the Dragon.
So what are you gonna do, Hands of the Dragon?
I was gonna do either that one or the one where I fight against Masamune again in the Osaka winter. I think we tried Hands of the Dragon. It didn't go very well.
Oh no, the damn centipede killed us both.
Mm-hmm. Like, one hit, BAM! You're all dead.
That's, that overpowered centipede is the thing that fucks me up the most in that level.
I love how he works
Aside from that, I don't think it's like, yeah, apart from that, I don't think it's horribly too much, but that shit is just like, do you have to be so overpowered?
I love how it works perfectly for him, but when I use it, it takes a bunch of spirit orbs to use, and then, he's gone.
It'd be that way, man.
Yeah. Okay, so we got Ganryu and Dragon Returns. Well, Ganryu is 205, Dragon Returns is 175. I'm gonna try it again, see if my bridge trick works this time. And, he does, what was it? He does wind and water.
And water.
So...
Yeah. He's weak to lightning.
Okay.
And earth, I think, from what I recall. I think the same as Sonata.
Oh, fire and lightning. So...
No, earth and lightning.
Oh, okay. Earth and lightning. Wait, what's my spirit? What do I got? I got Enku and Blue Dragon, so I think I'll switch to something else. Earth and lightning. I didn't use Fusei Ushi much. Paired Raiken I haven't used in a million years. Gyokuto, Jara, Jishi. Kara Jishi I might use. Lightning damage. He's still at level 1 though, so I don't know how much help he'll be. Oh, wait a minute. I think I did use him once, but he took like a bunch of orbs to use.
Yeah, I would just stick with the paired Raiken. I think they're the best. I mean, I used them against Sonata, and I thought they were pretty good, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah. I need to level them up, though. I haven't done that yet. I've been so focused on many others. Not enough Amrita to go around.
Oh, yeah.
Huh. The, Kaigunigu looks cool. I really love how each sword has a unique look to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too. I like the little details they add to these weapons. It makes it, like, so much more fun to use a lot of them.
Yeah. They don't look...
So it would be really boring if, like, they had, like, these really nice names, but they all look the exact same, just with different effects. That would have pissed me off so much. I'd be like, what's the point?
Like, that was I loved Ni no Kuni, but I really wished a lot of the weapons you gave, the familiars looked different. Because I look at my little cute dynamite, and I see just a generic-looking plain sword in his hands, and I'm like, come on.
I guess that's one of those things that didn't really matter, because you're like, okay, you're mostly focused on what the familiar's gonna do rather than this weapon. So I guess I didn't matter the point, but I guess if you're into really those little detailed things, then it would matter to you.
Yeah, but Ni no Kuni 2, you didn't play Pokemon more or less anymore, so it was like, it's what it was.
Yeah, I did like the variety of weapons in Ni no Kuni 2, though, I will say. Even without the whole familiar system, but I'm glad they at least added that difference. That I guess the weapons you did use were unique in their own way.
Yep. Okay, I already read Masamune's description once before, don't need to do it again. A lot of the missions I pretty much read the descriptions before and never wrote it again, because I failed in a lot of those ones. Until you came to my rescue.
Oh yeah. Nah, I don't think I was too much of help, but I mean, I I'm decent at the game. I'm not great, but I'm decent.
Whatever decency you had was more than enough for a lot of these. Because sometimes,
well, I'm glad I could be of help, so.
always appreciated. Okay, Masa, waste your spirit. Yeah, but the bridge in the training ground, it's much more obvious because it's right there and it gave the idea. Whereas with Sonata, it's like, you know, it's like in the back.
Oh yeah, I can get that.
Going with Fire Dragon Tauntlas again. Those seem to work.
Oh yeah, those are good. Just the fire damage they leave behind is like really good.
That and how they pummel the stamina away.
Yeah, they're so good, especially against enemies like Masamune. They're so convenient to use.
His water attacks, however, are the worst thing about him because he just leaves puddles all over the place.
Oh my god, yeah. Like,
and then he
there's like no room to go.
Yup.
So
and then he spams the water blade laser things.
oh yeah. I might prefer his lunge attack in the water phase though, because in the wind one it's just like, oh, it covers like literally the whole field. It's so irritating.
It takes a long time to whittle him down, but at the very least I can hide behind something in the middle of the field instead of...
Yeah, that's the good thing about the dojo, like that bridge actually helps.
Yeah. Compared to... I hate to keep bringing him up, but Sonata, there's really nowhere to hide. It's like a giant open field.
Oh yeah.
to like 75, 80% down on his health. So far, so good.
Nice. Kudos.
Thank you. Wasting water. Got him.
Kudos.
Whew. Thank you. Oh.
Good thing you don't have to deal with him anymore.
Oh, nope, not anymore. I'm so glad. uh.
まさか破れるとはな。お主の強さ、しかとこの目に焼き付けたぞ。
I do have to admit, I do like Masamune's design and character. He's a badass.
Oh yeah, he is. I love his like I really don't give a fuck attitude and everything. I love his armor. I love his spirits. I just hate fighting him.
この守護霊の最地で伊達を支えてくれた。小十郎は病に倒れたが、重長は継ぐにはまだ若い。今はわしが背負い、見守らねばなるまい。重長も小十郎の子。
I see. So, Masamune looked after Shigenada kind of like a younger brother. Because Kojiro passed an illness. Nurarihion. Like he's the kind of character I would like to cosplay if I ever had the materials.
Mm-hmm.
A new mission opened up. Can you see what I carry? 'Tis the guardian spirit of the Katakura. Shigenaga was supposed to inherit it from the previous Kojiro. Kagetsuna seems you also possess the qualifications necessary to bear it. Shigenaga may still be young, but the time for him to carry on Kagetsuna's legacy shall come. To have learned much. And Jean, I mean, well, William. Do you really think you were the only one who could read people? I shall look forward to seeing where your journey takes you. Uh-oh. The sparrow flies again. Isn't that pretty much... Oh, wait a minute. Could have sworn it was something else. I think I ran into that mission's description, and I think I was terrified.
Which one's that one?
Not sure. Katsukura Shigenaga. Fighting Osaka at an end, we of the Date forces can return to Oshu, but before we do, allow us the pleasure of facing you in battle again. Train hard, one day we get our revenge. Cannot go back to Oshu without vindicating ourselves. Together as we warriors of Date shall overpower you, Sir Angie, and reclaim our pride. So, Shigenaga is the one giving it, and it's like rank 215. And I'm already terrified. Ugh. So, okay. Yeah. Like, no game, perhaps since Bloodborne and so, I guess years and years ago, back when I first tried them, the ninja games and such, this game terrifies me. Just when I think I'm good, I've gotten good, it throws more, and I'm like, oh no.
Well, it happens, man. This is one of those games.
It is.
It never makes you feel like comfortable enough to say like, oh yeah, I'm good, you know. It always like mind fucks you in a way that's like, oh my god, am I gonna get fucked over again?
Yup. And there are missions, admittedly, where I actually do surprisingly well, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is awesome. Then to turn right around and get my butt kicked, like Kaioken times 9,000, and I'm like, kill me.
Oh yeah.
I'm in so much pain. Jakamaru. Finish that one. I think the one tonfa I've not liked using has been the yin yang. Because it's I don't know, it's always felt weak to me.
The only yin yang tonfa I liked was the one that had like the poison buildup, and I actually really liked that one because the poison did build up really, really well.
Yeah.
That one was really good. But then I gave it up because it was only like purple one, so it was like I wanted to get a green version of it. Still haven't gotten one, but if I did get one that had the poison buildup, I'd keep it. But that's like the only good one, I think.
Yeah, I can't remember having a poison one, but the ones I've been getting have been ones meant for like Onmyo magic stats, and that barely does anything.
Yeah, I only really go for like effects if it's like if it increases my Onmyo magic, then I'll use those. But aside from that, that's the only thing I really look for. Everything else is like, I don't really need to.
Yep. One-Eyed Dragon Gauntlets. Blue version, unfortunately. Yeah, there's some cool armor pieces I have, like the Heike and others, and they're like, I have not gotten anything above yellow for them, and I'm like holding on to them until better version comes around. Hell, the butterfly Kabuto, that was like one of my personal favorites for a long time.
Oh yeah, that one's really good. Can I level up though? Yes, I can.
You finished the mission, or are you still in the middle of it?
Oh no, I'm still in the middle of it. I'm not even halfway into it yet.
Whoa, sounds long.
Well, you know how this mission was. I mean, it was just like, it felt long. There's obviously a lot more enemies considering it's a Twilight version of it, so it's gonna be a lot more mindfuckery to happen. But it's not that it's horribly hard, but you still have to be careful anyway, just because I don't want to get fucked over and just start it all over again. So I'm just playing cautiously like I always do.
Yeah. Sign of Virtue was probably the longest one I can think of. Like, almost 3 hours.
Oh yeah, Sign of Virtue, you have to be just really careful in that, especially when you have to go through all the enemies and just all those places, just, oh my god. And then Sanada's dumb self.
Yeah. I did like the Siege of Osaka, well, most of it, because I like the whole trench warfare shtick they were going for. Where the level failed was in the third part of it, where they send cannonballs on you and they expect you to go loot for the last ball. And it's like,
oh my god,
really?
The Twilight version of that level is ridiculous because right from the very first part, it's already cannonballs.
Yeah, like, I can understand going to other men for cannonballs like you do with the first two, but considering that in the third area with the arrows and the cannonballs knocking all the cover away, and all the enemies, it's like, who's the dunderhead who thought that was a good idea? I ask you.
There's a lot of questions that this game makes you just ask yourself. You're like, why? Why?
That's
you know, just like, I would love to know why.
Yeah, that's why
what kind of masochist world do you live in, dude?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it ultimately feels like a different director was involved with the DLCs compared to the main game, because as many bullcrap stuff as there was in the main game, like the potholes in the water temple with the Umibozu and a couple of others, at the very least, that was stuff you could avoid and learn to get around. Whereas that, you just have no choice but to die over and over again until you trudge to safety. So it's like the one horrible spot in an otherwise thrilling level.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, before I do handle the dragon, let me check what's on the Torii Gate list. Okay.
I'm getting real sick and tired of you, Ninja Yoki. I'm so fucking tired of y'all.
Ugh. I got tired of
everywhere in this fucking mission. Oh my god.
Oh, I got the Onryukis. I got so sick of them.
Oh yeah, I mean after a certain point you're like, I fought like 25 Onryuki, so I was like, I mean, if I had to choose a recurring boss to fight, I probably would choose him, because if I had to fight a million Hino Enmas, then I would be really pissed off.
Oh.
So I guess I much prefer fighting Onryukis every now and then instead of a billion Hino Enma.
Oh, anything but almost anything. No Tengus, thanks.
Oh god, Tengus, fucking Tengus.
Bird brains.
I wish. It would be easier to fight them if they were stupid, but they're not. Shit.
Ugh. Like, we pressure games for having advanced AI, but when you have ones that's overpowered as this, we're like, tone it down a bit.
The AI in this game is insane. Like, I'm so pissed off the AI is this good. I'm like, okay, I can understand good AI, but this shit is, no.
The only time where the AI actually does devolve into stupidity is when they end up standing on top of fire pits and they just don't move. That's the only time they're ever dumb. Other than that, they're brutal.
Yeah.
It's kind of the opposite. What made Bloodborne's enemies hard was that From Software stacks the deck. You ended up with mobs of them. Whereas this game, even the individual skeleton warrior will stand a chance. And I have foolishly died to them a couple of times because either did not see them coming, or I just got too full of myself.
Oh yeah, I died to like the little dwellers, and it's like they're like tiny little shits, and you would think, okay, these are like the most basic enemies, I should not die to these things, and yet here I am, I died.
Yeah, because then the dwellers they summon the whole bunch.
Oh yeah.
They'll even summon revenants. And it's even worse if you have the online function on, because then you have a whole sea of them.
That's how I always play like these kind of games offline. Say we're Bloodborne, and sometimes those damn like chime maidens will like summon fucking other players and shit. I'm like, I'm not dealing with that. I'm not going through the nightmare of menses and already fighting those people. Yep. Next time we'll see how farther. God, that's the only thing I hate about Twilight missions. They have so many enemies. Oh my god. It makes these levels feel a lot longer than the first time you went through them.
Yup.
Fucking asshole. Okay.
Yeah, Hands of the Dragon is still too hard. I'm not gonna do it.
No, it's hard with someone else. By yourself, that's just asking for suicidal stress.
Yup, and it doesn't help that neither Shigezani nor the other guy seem to stagger at all, especially when they attack.
No. It's like, and if they do, it takes forever for them to stagger. And if they do stagger, the other one catches up, so you can't even get like the final blow on them because it's like, oh, I don't even have a chance. Thank you so much.
Okay. So Ganryu 205.
Why would they put two of y'all here in this fucking skinny ass bridge? It's the stupidest thing. Oh my god.
Talk about being a bridge too far, am I right?
Honestly, it's like, really? I'm just trying to get to that shrine. Come on now.
I can't.
Bastards.
There was the Mount Ibuki level, which, to tell you the truth, I hated. There was that one area with there was the bridge with the it either had a Tengu or an axe-wielding skeleton guy, and I don't know, I can't remember which, but I remember.
I think it was the Tengu.
Yeah, I was like, it's one. Yeah, the Tengu's like trying to hit me, and I'm trying not to fall off. It's like, come on.
And the worst part, they cover so much ground. It's like you barely have any space to run, and it's that's great level design. Thank you so much.
Flaws I can avoid and block with ease. It's that spear of theirs that gets me every time.
Oh yeah, that spear has so much longer reach than you would expect it to have, and it's so quick too. So it's like you can't even dodge it that much all the time because you can't ever like truly like guess when it's gonna hit you. Next thing you know, you're fucked. You're like, oh, nice.
Yup.
Okay. Oh, fine. Oh.
Okay. I'm in the Sparrowflies again. It's in the grassland area. So I don't know what to expect with this one. Okay. Oh boy, can I learn anything? Oh, I can. At this point, I don't really care for many of the skills for the weapons. Like, honestly, I find a lot of the hold L1 guard, press triangle square to be clunky. Like, I've tried using them, and a lot of times they rarely ever come out.
It's only like probably like one or two. I think the only one that I've used that's like L1 and triangle is the one for the tonfas. No, it's L1 and square. It's like, you know that it's this move that Sasuke did when he twirls his tonfas around.
Yes.
So you can, that's the only one that I can honestly say I actually like using.
Yeah.
Thomas. Everything else is like, or I like using this lunge attack that the Dachi has. That one's really good.
Yeah.
But aside from that, the other ones, not really. Well, I don't really use the sword much, so I don't really care for swords.
Yeah, I tend to go for moves that are like embedded into the actual combos themselves, like press triangle for at the end of a certain move, and he'll do like with the spear
Yeah, those
twirl.
are better. Yeah, those are more practical.
Yeah. Okay. Nioh magic is so hard to level up because there's not enough points for it. I need to level it up more in order to get more, and then there's the hair. What do I want to do for ninjutsu? Really not much. Current damage by 5. Increase barehanded. Do not care for barehanded at all.
I think the only way you can get like maybe more Omnia points if you like increase their magic stat.
That's what I've had
that's
to
about
do.
it.
It's just,
Yeah, that's the fastest way that I've done it, but even then it feels kind of slow considering how much armor you have to accumulate now.
Yup, and really most of what I do is what I put my points in is everything else. Spirit, ki, health, weight. Okay, don't know what to expect, and the sparrow flies again, so give it a go.
Well, good luck with whatever you're going to fight.
Yup, give it the old college try. Oh, it's Katakura Shigenaga again. Well, at least he staggers this time, unlike the other one with the Shigezuna. And I fell for his paralysis bomb. Yeah, I keep forgetting he's more of a ninja than a samurai, so I need to be careful with him.
Oh yeah, he has like warrior aspect and ninja aspects. It makes him double the fucking trash.
Yep. And he summons reinforcements. Lovely.
Of course he does. Of course he does. This score's not gonna be a fair fight.
Come on, kid. You wanna, be next in line for your old man? Fight like a man. Oh yeah, I'm going there.
Hey, anything goes in the battlefield. All's fair in love and war.
That is true. Sun Tzu would probably love that written on his tombstone.
Yeah.
Well, at the very least, they drop elixirs and stuff. shrine in this level, so that tells me it's probably either multiple enemies or whatever, so at least there's a checkpoint of some kind.
Oh, that's always good. At least that kind of evens out, like,
Yeah.
the level itself.
Usually the ones without the shrines that are the ones to worry about, from my experience.
Oh no, I definitely agree with that. It's like they just like throw you into the fray, like here, just fuck it, and just die. Like, alright, cool. Nice. And it's not like I want to survive or anything, you know, so shit.
It also kind of makes me wish for a manual slave.
Oh yeah, it would be nice. I mean, autosave is sometimes okay, but I guess I'm really old school to the point like I like to save myself just to reassure that, oh yeah, I did save. But I end up doubting myself. I'm like, did it save? Did it save? Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh no.
Yeah.
Sonic.
Your favorite enemy.
Thank God for the shrine at least.
Right? Like a little mercy at least.
Like, really, it couldn't just be Shigezani as a regular bloke. He had to be in yokai form again.
Oh, he's in yokai form?
Yup.
Oh, that sucks.
It does.
I don't know what's worse, the centipede or him as a warrior at this point.
I think I'll take regular old him instead, because at least then I can tell what he's doing.
Yeah, I'll take his overpowered centipede spirit instead of him actually as a centipede.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not looking forward to doing that.
Oh, because it's much easier going after them one at a time, but still, it's not pleasant or fun.
It never is.
Are you kidding me? I have to fight Katakura again?
What? That makes no sense.
Doesn't
What's the
make any
point
sense.
of killing him?
Exactly. Apparently,
Of all the things that I died to, that's to be fall damage.
I
love how that's the most thing that I die to, like, nowadays, is just falling from cliffs and shit. I don't even really die to the enemies anymore, mostly, but it's mostly just me falling. I'm like, oh, thanks for being clumsy, me. Jesus
there's been
Christ.
times where I know I would be on the rock face or whatever, but for whatever reason, he like slips on one little off bit of terrain and he just tumbles down.
Exactly. I'm like, oh man. And I tell me I really have to do this all over again. That's nice. Luckily it wasn't far, but still, it's so annoying. I'm like, I shouldn't have died to that. I'm like, I really shouldn't have died to that.
It's like one of the few times where I wish for there to be invisible walls, especially if it's over an area where there's nothing.
Right? Would be nice. Why would they put a wheel monk in a little ledge like this? I'll never know.
That's another thing I hate that they do.
Honestly, they put the most inconvenient enemies in the most inconvenient places. Like, why? Why would you do this? Like, it's already hard enough fighting a wheel monk in a wide open area, but no, you put him in the little ledge where I only have like 2 inches to move in, and if I move 1 more inch, I fall to the abyss. Thank you so much.
Oh, Nioh.
Assholes.
I love you and I hate you, and I love to hate you and I hate to love you, and every other variation.
Seriously, it's like, why do I even need a relationship? I already have a toxic with you. There's no need for me to stress myself out more that way. You're all I can take for the meantime.
Yep. Well, I'm gonna try Ganryu next. So I think he's, out of the missions I now have, I think he's the only one that doesn't need being partnered up with. So I'm going to attempt him.
Yeah, he's not too bad, honestly. I thought he was pretty okay. I mean, he does have some hard-hitting moves, but I think he's really doable.
Yep. I'm going to try the wooden swords and, for all intents and purposes, try to stagger him more than anything else.
Yeah, that's the best thing. That's what I did. But then again, I fought him with Tonfas, so...
Yeah.
Oh no, what am I, Adachi? There you go.
Yeah, I think high stance with the double swords does the most for
Oh yeah.
For that.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Of course they put a fucking ninja yoki in a small area like this. Why am I not surprised? God damn it.
Like, yeah, it's like when you put up with so much bullcrap, it's like you're not even surprised anymore. Just like...
I'm really not. At this point, I'm like, alright, fine, just fuck me over, why don't you? I'm used to it. I don't even care anymore.
Like, okay, game, what do you got this time?
Right? I know you hate me, so you know you got some bullshit for me.
I've lost track of how many moments. Like, you know that scene in that one episode of Samurai Jack where he's getting attacked for the umpteenth time, and
oh yeah,
he gets so ticked, like he's tired and ticked off, and he's like, "Who wants some?"
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Who else wants some? And I'm like that like every other point now, where I'm like, ugh. Okay, switched back to healer because I'm down to like 60 something elixirs. I really wish I could buy them in the game.
Would be nice, honestly.
Okay, William, a note arrived for you. It simply said, "See you at the lakeside, Ganryu. Some foolish rogue must have heard rumors about you and sent a challenge hoping to try their luck. You're so close to restoring peace, and yet the supply of simpletons throughout the land remains plentiful. How about answering his challenge and showing him just what he's got himself into?" He's probably another Ronin warrior from some point. I personally I don't think I've ever heard of him. I was half expecting Musashi instead, from this description.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't know what it was. I was like, alright, I'll just go into this and see what, mind fucks me. And then I'm like, oh, an Odachi user. Nice.
Oh, I was surprised we actually ran into Miyamoto Musashi in that one Sekigahara level.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I double-checked, and I was like, yeah, he was around at that time.
Yeah.
And he actually fought on the Toyotomi Ishida side of the battle, and, well, he got out of there when by the time the battle ended.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, new background description. Samurai prefer secluded areas in which to duel, such as fields and by lakes. Instead of resorting to heated arguments, they let their swords and technique do the talking. Those who choose the way of the samurai can never cease sharpening their skills and must repeatedly throw themselves into the fires of battle. So basically a gentleman's duel, more or less.
Pretty much. Seems fair to me.
Yep. And there he is, just sitting there waiting.
Yep. Instead of talking shit, you're just gonna get hit. I like it.
Yep, Odachi wielder, like you said.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. His Odachi though is so good. Get over there. Oh my god, okay. Fuck you. You're not gonna get me with that stupid
At least his attack can be disrupted.
Yeah, he has a fair fight for that reason. I'm like, oh, it's so appreciated after all the bullshit you've had to go through.
It really is.
And it feels like, oh, an actual normal fair fight. How nice.
Yeah, like where was this besides Sarutobi?
Right? Right? Where was this 2 missions ago? I would have loved that.
Yeah, no random monster forms, no spirits spamming, just a good old-fashioned duel.
Yeah, it's like if you lose and you know you did something wrong, but it doesn't feel like, oh yeah, the game robbed you of something.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I get what the formula of you did it wrong, you got to improve and learn, and then there's just like, yeah, this is just bull crap meant to waste your time.
Oh yeah.
I just find it so amusing how you can stab them with wooden weapons, and it's like, it just seems so cartoonish. I love it.
It does. It's like, this man has like a big old metal sword, and then you're over here with dual wooden swords. Like, alright.
Like, what kind of strength do I have? Michael Myers? Hercules? Oh, Michael Myers once stabbed a character through the wall with a shotgun. Like,
honestly.
Who does that? Ugh. Well, he killed me, but I think I got a little greedy, or I just didn't get away fast enough. At least I have a good sense of what to do.
Well, that's a good thing. You know, at least you know what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to Yeah, my biggest problem consistently with the game has been my key management and trying not to get greedy, because I end up with no key and I end up tired with no energy, and it's annoying. Like,
oh yeah, because it feels like, you know, it's a mistake you shouldn't make, considering that you're so far into the game as is. You realize I should not have this kind of issue, but then you realize you still do anyway. It's not even because sometimes it's your fault, it's that you're just so used to like just fighting all the time that you just don't want to stop and lose your rhythm. But sometimes those little things ends up, you know, being the reason you failed. It's like, oh god.
Yeah, plus I'm old school with, I'm used to action games that never did that. Like Ninja Gaiden, Devil May Cry, God of War. It's like the whole stamina bar. I could be very wrong, but as far as I personally am aware of, it's a much more recent thing. So.
Yeah, it is, because even in games before, like if I died to something with her because, oh yeah, I ran out of stamina, or you never really thought about losing stamina, it was just, now it seems like it's a much more like obvious factor you have to watch out for.
Yeah, or you just had to worry about getting your combos out and making sure you blocked and didn't get hit.
Exactly.
So it's like there have been times where I get frustrated at the game and I curse the key bar because I'm like, come on.
Yeah. No, I don't blame you. I mean, I like that too. Sometimes I do like a dumb mistake and I'm like, I really shouldn't have done that. But I get more pissed off on myself than anything else, because I'm just like, you should know better.
Yeah, like I know where they're going for. They're going for a much more grounded game instead of a spectacle type game.
Yeah.
Well, I'm doing better. At least I'm using less elixir. I now know what his moves are, how he's weak, so this is a proper samurai fight. For me, anyway.
You're like, you know what? Yeah, you know it's fair, because you realize if you know you lost this, or you fucked up somehow, or just felt like, okay, maybe he's just good, you know, but it doesn't feel like impossible. You know there's room for you to hit him and get out and shit, so it feels good.
Yeah, I feel like if I screw up, I know I screw up, instead of just the game just giving me
fucking you over and saying like, oh yeah, you know, fuck you know. Yeah, definitely. That's what I liked about that fight. It just felt so refreshing. Oh, that was easy. Fuck you, Shigesawa. You thought you were gonna catch me slipping. Fuck you. Oh, man.
Stabby.
Okay, I'm done with this mission. Yes!
Yay. I'm almost done. You just had
Awesome.
15% health left, I think.
Awesome.
Oh, he doesn't like win too much.
That's
Yeah, Thank you once again. And I could have sworn I overheard you beating Shigezani, so kudos to that.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a lot easier now, honestly. So it's like it's not even a big deal to me anymore.
Thank you, Ganryu. You were a most welcome opponent. I bow to you. I only do that with enemies that I respect. Master of the Twin Sticks trophy. Sweet. I don't know why, but trying to max out trophies on games is surprisingly addicting. Like, it's like before it was like, just do what you can with the best you have and have fun, whereas now it's like they give you a little bonus to, like, basically show off, and I kind of like that.
Yeah, especially if it's a game that you really like. I mean, I remember that's how I was with some of the games I platinum too. Like, they just felt like so fun to go through, like, the game again and get the trophies that you were missing and shit, you know? So it doesn't even feel like a hassle. It just feels like another challenge put in your way that you would gladly accept.
Yep. And there are some games that I've platinumed on 360 and PlayStation 3 and 4, like like Mass Effect 2 and 3, God of War 3 and 4, and Bloodborne, and well, I'm very close to Monster Hunter, but it's like, you know, it's a slog. But
oh yeah, that one is really slow.
Yeah. And I'm like, yay! I know I've mastered the game, but then there's others where it's like, it's stuff either I'm not good at or it's like all online stuff, and I'm like, really?
Yeah, that's where it gets like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yup. Okay, Ganryu done. A samurai wielding an odachi, you say. That must have been the renowned swordsman Sasaki Kojiro. I've heard much talk of how smoothly he handles that gigantic weapon, as if it were a part of his body. They say that ever since he lost a duel to a master swordsman, he has wandered the land seeking an even stronger warriors to challenge. I imagine he has much to contemplate once again after fighting you and witnessing your technique. Yet with peace within our grasp, I wonder what will become of those who seek to continually hone their skills as warriors. Sasaki Kojiro. Why do I feel like I've heard that name before?
It does sound very familiar, honestly.
Yeah, it does.
Maybe it's like a game that was a name that was said in another game, but it's how you really can't recall.
He was either a game or an anime. I can't remember which.
Probably an anime.
Yeah, I need to look it up. Yokai illustrations. Like, I looked up to see, you know, when I saw Musashi there, I double checked to make sure I wasn't crazy. Like, and I was like, oh, okay, he was there. So, Kojiro, or whatever. Okay, what did I get for who's new? Oh, I got the third Yuki Onna data log since we fought her, albeit unwittingly. Ugh. Like, it was one thing fighting her and Nobunaga. Nope, we had to fight her along with Yasuke too. So it was like,
that was such a mindfuck. I was like, oh, really?
The terrible trio. Why?
Honestly, like, so overpowered, man.
It does kind of fit that they would group them together, though. You know, Nobunaga with...
Oh, yeah, it does. But I wish they didn't. That was the best thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like...
Any other game that is easier except this.
Exactly.
Okay, Princess No is her common name, taken from her hometown in Mino Province, modern-day Gifu Prefecture. Her real name is Kicho. Nobunaga loved her noble and fierce personality. They were a happy couple, but perished together in the flames of Honnoji Temple. That is tragic. And...
it's like some kind of, like, romantic tragedy.
Oh, it is.
Well, I much would have preferred that instead of dying alone, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
So that's always nice.
Mm-hmm. Okay, who else? Was there anyone else? Oh, nobody else, actually. Okay. Oh, Nurahir Rihyun. He looks so ugly, I'm sorry. He has that giant E.T. xenomorph head and... I don't know. And that portly belly. I'm just like, what am I looking at? Like, could you get any more phallic with that tumor of a head? Oh, God. Nurari Hion is a guardian spirit who resembles an old man with a large beard. According to one theory, he was once an aged octopus who transformed itself, said to have the ability to warp perceptions and conceal the truth. Well, that would explain the large head. An octopus. Nurihion, I cannot properly say his name, is a slippery character, which is how it got the Nurari, meaning to slip away, part of its name. Nurahirihion bestows its great wisdom and experience on those that it protects, allowing them to instantly formulate strategies when needed. A wise supporter of the Date clan, known for his intelligence, believed to have claimed Nurahi... blah 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 as a spirit, as his guardian spirit. I think I'll take the spirit of Master Yoda, thank you very much. Better looking I am. 900 years? You... When I reach 900 years, you'll reach. Oh, man. Okay, Shigezane. Shigezane's helmet features a centipede on the front, indicating his willingness to always proceed forward, no matter what the circumstances. Yeah, forward off a cliff till you're a monster, man. Known as the brave Shigezane, he participated in numerous battles and never showed the slightest hint of fear, causing him and the brilliant Kojiro to be labeled as pillars of the Date clan. Ashikaga Yoshiteru, of the Ashikaga Shogunate. I just love how there's so many of these characters based on... it's like, yeah, this is historical fantasy fiction done well. I love it.
It is.
I would have liked, again, the only character I found issue with was Kelly. I would have liked, like, they hint at a much more personal story with the whole him dying and being reborn thing many, many times. I liked
but they
that.
never went into depth with it.
Yeah, that is an interesting character depth right there. Problem is, it's muddled by a character who, for all intents and purposes, looks like Joker if he joined a punk band.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, by the time I finally killed him, I was like, okay, can you die now? And, freaking Saoirse, she's basically the Crystal of this game from Star Fox Adventures.
Oh my god, she kinda is.
Yeah, because you have her for, like, what? The first 30 minutes to an hour of the game, and then she's gone for the rest of it.
Yeah. That is true.
And, honestly, and me personally, I don't particularly like her. I found her to be way too weak for me personally. I could be wrong, but that was my first impression.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of her. I used her, like, after I got her to see how she was and be like, okay, there has to be something special about this spirit or some shit. But it's like, okay, there's not really anything astounding about her, at least to me personally either, so I guess it just depends on personal taste too.
Yeah, like I even tried the butterfly too, and that was weak.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan. Like, it looked flashy, but I was like, it doesn't really help me, so.
Yeah. No character directory for Ganryu. Wasn't that that sucks. I would have liked to have had seen his file, but then again, they didn't have one they didn't have one for Miyamoto either. So I guess they're not important enough to get their own directory.
Yeah.
Nioh, Ganryu. I'm gonna look this guy up. Ganryu. Sasaki Kojiro. So Ganryu's not his name. It's Sasaki Kojiro is. Sasaki Kojiro. I knew I'd seen him before. He's in the Fate Stay Night series. Remember that one swordsman with the long purple hair and the purple...
Oh, yeah.
Purple kimono? That's him.
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense. No wonder his name did have a sense of familiarity.
And he's most remembered for his death while battling Miyamoto Musashi in 1612. Huh.
Very nice.
That's where I remember. 1612. Wait a minute. This game takes place... At this point in time, the game takes place in like 1613, 15. Either he was a ghost, or that's an unintentional historical oversight.
Could be both.
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised at this point.
Nothing surprises me in this game anymore. Honestly.
Yep. High key facts at this point. Okay, so I got a sword from him. Unfortunately, it's yellow. Wait a minute. Takahira Odachi. I already have this sword in the purple version. So, I don't know what was so special about a sword now, since I don't have it, unless it's one that I already have. Okay, so that is done. I'm up for co-op again whenever you're ready.
What do you want to do?
I was thinking either... Let me look through the missions, see what's available. Okay, because I think I did... Oh, Iga Style. That was the one that unlocked before I had to go grocery shopping.
Okay.
Sparrow Flies Again is the newest...
try it out. See how it is.
The Sparrow Flies Again is the other new one, and that one was basically one boss at a time. Like I
don't think I have that one yet, considering I haven't beat Masamune yet.
Okay. Yeah, it unlocked right when I did, after I beat him in the Dragon Returns, and yeah, just do it. I used the Tonfa to knock him down considerably, the fire one, and circled around the pond bridge. So yeah, it paid off this time. So that's what I would do. Kind of like how you did the Sonata one, except only not as frustrating.
Oh, okay.
Although,
I'll do it. I think I'm pretty leveled up considerably to take that on. So.
Yeah, it's only his water power that I still find the biggest headache.
Well, yeah, it covers a lot of ground, so it's still irritating, but yeah, I think it should be doable, then I'll do it eventually.
Okay. And then we have that new one that other one with the... where we had to fight both of them. Yeah, I don't think I want to do that one anytime soon.
Oh, no, I'm not doing that anytime soon either.
Yeah, until I'm like... If I'm like close to the end of the game and I'm more powerful enough to do it, sure. And if you want to also, but right now I'm just like, just do what I can and end the game.
Yeah.
Healer blessing since I'm starting to run out. I'm gonna get to the Torii Gate in a minute. Just wanna double check. Oh yeah, the Iga. Oh yeah, Eagle style. I'm hoping the Iga style is the last base game mission, because what else is there at this point?
Let's hope so. I think
Yeah. I mean, I'm not too keen on doing everything for the DLCs since, well, a lot of them is like Way of the Demon or whatever, and
yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna do that at this point. I just want to finish the DLCs and be done with it.
Yeah.
So, okay, get rid of these wooden swords. And okay, heading to the Torii Gate. Mission is Kinki region, Iga style. And now I'm waiting. Says it's one sword, so hopefully it'll be simple enough. That Iga temple, that was a very good one. I loved it. The whole...
Oh yeah, that was a really good level design.
Yeah.
Like with the hidden doors and shit.
The hidden doors, and then it all turns topsy-turvy with the roof on the floor and all of that.
Oh yeah, that was fun the first time.
Okay, who are we fighting? I have a feeling this is gonna be a boss wave.
Had to be. There, Revenant. Oh, wait a minute. So it's one of my personal favorite ones. Can't remember the name of it, unfortunately. Oh, no. Transformed as Hanzo by any chance? No, I'm just dressed up in ninja outfit.
Okay, because
well, parts of it.
Okay, because the character's voice did not sound like William from a distance, so I was a little like...
No, I'm still William.
Okay. Missed me. Does reviving the stage points. Hanzo, he's easy to buy.
Well, at least I didn't put them in the same room together.
Oh,
That's all that
God.
matters to me.
Thank God for that. That's just funny. Like, they gave us the hard version by having first before giving us the easy version. Like,
Yeah, I couldn't just do this from the get-go, really?
yup. Those little tic-tacs on the floor. They get me every time.
Oh, no. You cursed this, I just want to let you know.
I did, didn't I? Because I had to.
Yeah, this is your fault.
I gotta learn to keep my fucking mouth shut.
Would be nice. Would be nice.
Yay. complete. Woohoo!
That was close.
It was. But very fun, I admit.
That was not fun. I fucking hate Okatsu.
Okay, well, it was fun after...
I love Hanzo, and then you cursed it with the giant toad. I blame you for this.
Like, it's gonna have the toad or somebody, isn't it? And well, there it is.
Of course it did. This is like Yukio all over again, some giant fucking toad.
Okay.
That was pretty fun though, I ain't gonna lie.
It was fun after Okatsu.
Okatsu,
let's
exactly.
Say that. The toad
Okatsu fucking sucks.
She does.
She's so... like definitely not fun to fight. I hate her so much.
No. I mean, the toad I actually got used to after a while, and I can read him pretty well. Although it was a struggle to learn him. At
in the beginning he's hard, but he's actually okay to do. It actually feels rewarding to beat him, but Okatsu is just a fucking pain in the ass. I hate her so much.
Yep.
That's why I don't even miss her. I'm like, she can disappear for all I give a shit. I don't care.
Yep. Well, this will end the mission. Proceed. Shall I press the yes button?
Sure, I think.
Okay, you were just standing there, and the game wasn't logging us out yet, so I was just like, okay. I wasn't sure if you were collecting anything or what, or were about to. Alrighty. Please tell me that's all the missions in the main game. Please, God. Like, how many more can they bring out?
Who knows? At this point, I'd rather not ask.
Yeah. Okay. Disengage the match so I can tell. Well, no trophies popping up, so that's a bad sign.
I think it glitched for you because you should have gotten it when you already did the double boss missions, honestly, because I got it when I did all the double boss missions on my own, and I got it, so I think it glitched.
I think you're right, because there's a couple of them, such as Secrets of the Dead, where it shows the check mark on it, but there's still a yellow exclamation point on it.
That sucks. So it means like you're still gonna have to do them solo anyway?
Oh, that one and Two in the Shadows. Oh wait, or is it Iga style? I don't know. I think it was Iga style. I think I was afraid of this. I was afraid of this because when we did our first round 2 weeks ago, I noticed the check mark on it, and I was like, oh god, please don't tell me it is what I think it is. And I hate that. Like, this happened to me in Mass Effect 2, where I complete a quest where I took a way out of a quest that was basically like a win-win, and the quest never it technically finished, but it was never checked off on the map, and it happened again. It was never checked off on the objective map, where I'm like, okay, everything's done, but for whatever reason that one isn't. And it happens again it happened again in Doom 2016, where I got all the rooms from the challenges, and the trophy never happened. They never Bethesda never fixed it. So I'm basically looking at it all over again, except it's in Nioh, and I'm like, fuck.
So it's only going to count if you do it solo. Then there was no point in doing it multiplayer because it doesn't count that way. That's stupid. Either way, you did them. It shouldn't really have a condition, but it's just one of those weird things that make absolutely no sense.
Yeah, I look at the trophy lists, and not once does it specify do it by yourself. So
yeah, it should have said it like, oh yeah, do them without a companion. We're like, okay, that makes sense. Do them solo. Fuck, I get it, but it shouldn't be glitched in that kind of obscure way, because it's just like, okay, I did all that for nothing, because either way I'm gonna have to go through the headache by myself. Should I just done that from the get-go then?
As I've said many times in multiple playthroughs, next gen gaming, ladies and gentlemen. We can patch a game a million times, but we'll never fix the essentials.
Unfortunately.
Like when when Bethesda and id were showing off Doom Eternal footage when the game was announced, they'd be like, "Are you ready for Doom?" And I'm like, "That's nice, but are you gonna fix the trophy bug in the first game?"
Right?
Yeah, they never did. Instead they expect us to just delete the game and restart all over again. And
like, if that wasn't already a pain in itself. Like, first going through the game and having to find those stupid runes. Oh my god, no.
Mm-hmm. Like, screw you. Why should I have to do all that all over again when you're too lazy to fix your own damn game?
Honestly. Makes no damn sense. Like, the game's not even long, but it's just like, okay, I shouldn't have to repeat myself just because you guys just don't want to fix shit.
Exactly. Well, I'll probably... Well, there's really no point in doing it all over again on stream, like as it is. So I'm going to do it on myself when I'm by myself when I'm at a higher power, just like I've done with previous levels on the Way of the Strong. So that way, it's like I'm not repeating myself. I only ever did that, I think, with only Doom because I wanted to show off all the runes and the challenge missions and just find all the secrets. So in a way it was like I'm showing off what I missed. Whereas with this, I'm just repeating what I already did. There's no point. So
yeah,
it is what it is. So yeah, the main game, once I'm neck deep into the final DLC and more powered up, maybe do a couple more Way of the Strongs, I'll go back and do those that are still exclamation pointed. As for the ones that are in the DLCs, I'm iffy as to whether or not I'll even bother. I mean, I appreciate the extra story bits.
I don't think you should. I mean, you should probably just do the main story shit. I mean, it's like the extra shit's like, okay, what new exciting thing's gonna be? Just probably fighting the enemies are already beaten, just in a more complicated fashion. That's all it is.
Yeah, like I like the ones where I fight new side characters or win either new weapons, new smithing formulas, or getting the Guardians because I get their backstories with the characters they're attached to. Whereas with the double boss fights, it's basically just padding. That's all it is.
Yeah.
So, anyway, let me double check. So, even though the trophy technically didn't happen, I basically just 100%ed the base game. So, yeah, only thing left in Tohoku is Hands of the Dragon, which I don't know if I'll do, because it's hard, and hell, we both tried it, and we both got annihilated. Sparrow...
Yeah, that centipede of his is stupid, honestly.
Yeah. Sparrow Flies, again, you said you didn't have. It's pretty much the same as the Iga style mission. Just, it's a boss gauntlet with Date's underlings.
Yeah, I'll probably give it a shot. I mean, I'll probably try to defeat Masamune one of these days again, but I don't know if I want to fight that bastard anytime soon.
Yeah.
I definitely leveled up enough to take him on, but I don't want to.
Yeah, and I exploited the bridge in the dojo in order to do it, so it's tedious, but compared to Sonata, it is a lot shorter.
Yeah, definitely.
Because
I'm a decent enough level.
Yeah. Well, you helped me get this far, so decent is putting it a little mildly for me, but still, it's appreciated.
Of course, I tried my best. That's all I can do.
Yeah. So if you ever want help with that mission, the Sparrow Flies again. When you unlock it, let me know and I'll.
Yeah, we could always save that for multiplayer then. Just makes it easier.
And then there's you already technically started it, but there's I'll see what the Siege of Osaka Summer's gonna have, so we'll see you there.
Yeah.
And I'm a little terrified of that one because when I was like I said, when I was researching the DLCs, to make sure how to, because a lot of these Bloodborne, Dark Souls games, they like fit them in like certain ways where it's like they're missable. And in Nioh's case, it was definitely missable, because if I had beaten the game before getting the DLCs, I would have just had to start all over again with New Game Plus, and I did not want to do that. Yeah. Whereas with Bloodborne, they more or less drop the keys onto you and say, "Hey, this is the materials to go and do it. It's right over there." So that's pretty much it, really. So I think, I don't like going after Centipede guy, especially when he's in beast form again. So Sparrow flies again another time, and I think for tomorrow, Siege of Osaka, and try to grind. And if I feel like it, go and do some other missions I haven't done yet on strong, and get some elixirs and level up. But beyond that, it is what it is. So again, thanks for all your help, Judy. It's been very fun co-oping the game with you. I've not expected to have as much fun with it as I did. And we had some good close calls. We admittedly couldn't do as much, all of them, like I originally wanted to, but it's okay. I am still kind of chuckling at the whole how I jinxed us with the frog, and I'm like, I shouldn't have said anything.
Some bullshit was gonna happen. You should have known this. So.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not all that surprising at this point.
To quote Hagrid, I shouldn't have said that. I should not
have said that.
Oh, Hagrid, I love him.
He's so fun.
Oh, he is. He should have been in the movies more after the first one.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So, well, not much to do now, so... well, I guess I'll sign the stream off, and I'll be on our way for Osaka Summer tomorrow.
All right.